Good evening, everyone. Hi, I'm Parang from Havenspire, and today I'm going to be breaking down my sniper shots trades. Today was again a day where I was involved after the first half of the day, and there were a lot of opportunities in the morning. Power sector was doing really well. So Tata Power jumped up all the way 12% upper circuit, and then 12% from the day lows. So it was a very good move in Tata Power. There were a lot of other stocks which are also buzzing. So even granules moved decently. There were insurance companies were doing well. SBI Life was doing well. So there were a lot of in some pockets, stocks were doing really well. So after the first half of the day is where I was trying to scout opportunities, and you'll see we took around two trades. One was Nifty Scalp on the short side, and one was a crypto long trade. So that was on CRV USDT. So I hope you understand what was the thought process. You learned something from the video, and thank you. So the first thing that I was watching was ICICI General Insurance. So basically, insurance companies were in focus. SBI Life was doing well. HDFC Life was also doing well, kind of sustaining above the previous day range, and then a bullish move. So I was kind of looking to trade this, but again, I wanted to see how the supply breaks. So that was the first counter on my mind. So it was on my radar. So 1490 plus was what I was looking at. The break of this range with volume is what I was looking at. But again, the entry was not triggered. I was waiting for a reaction of supply, but we didn't really get an entry. Tata Power was a name that I was watching, but I was out of the screen, could not really trade it. But that was an excellent trade. If whoever took the Tata Power trade was an outstanding trade. So it was up 12%, and a 6% instant move happened in the matter of like 20 minutes. So that was good. Even Torrent Power moved the same way. All the power stocks. Then around the second half of the day after Europe opened, there was a huge dump, huge sell-off in Nifty and Bank Nifty, both the indices and in the broader market. So even Tata Power and other shares which were up 10, 12%, they also kept their gain off, and they gave off all the gains. So 6% or 7% is what they lost in a matter of like 10 minutes. So after this fall, this was not really just a normal fall. It was kind of some distribution that happened by institutions. So there is definitely longs which unwinded their positions in Nifty. So that's a sign of caution for the few coming days ahead as well. So after I saw this, I was very clear that I wanted to look for short-sided trades and no long trades. So I didn't want to force my trade. I wanted for a short setup to come in, because this was an impulsive move. Like you need some consolidation here, or at least something to have a continuation in this particular move. So you had to stay cash here. Anything that you do here is just going to stop you out, and it's just going to mess up your risk reward as well. So around 2 p.m., I was just waiting. So sale is another thing that I was watching because of earnings which are coming in, and there was some good and bad news from China. Exports inquiries were down, and that's why the whole steel pack was kind of muted. But Chinese government has also imposed some restrictions on Chinese firms exporting steel, which means Indian firms can export more, and hence they can get good realizations. And there were some inquiries from the Gulf countries also to sell JSW Steel and Tata Steel. So it was kind of a mixed sentiment, but SAIL had earnings, and they're going to give a blowout quarter. Earnings are scheduled for today. So that's why I was watching that if there is some short covering coming in, SAIL is also in a FNO ban. So that was I was looking. But again, SAIL did not give an entry. Again, you have to stop, didn't take an entry here, and then waited for some more time. And then this is where the first trade happened at 2:30 p.m. So shorted Nifty for a scalp for the wick fill. So this is somewhere where I shorted once it came around this area. So this is where we shorted. The high of that candle was the stop loss, just above that. And we got 50% was booked right here. So 50% of profits were booked here. And then the next 25% were scaled out after the wick fill was done. And the remaining 25% was out here. So there was only like 1/4 position remaining, trailing at 15,605. So there was around a 90-point move that we captured with the 15-point SL. So good risk reward. And this is the entry, this is the exit, this is where all of the trade happened and closed within 20 minutes. So you don't really need to trade all day, or you don't really need to actually sit out all day and just look for something to trade. If something comes in, you absorb it. So even last day, there was a no trade day. So it's been slow. The market has been kind of, it's better if you kind of stay away from very directional moves, because the market is kind of now flattening out. It's a rally which happened from 15,000 all the way to 15,800. So after that, there was a good opportunity in CRV USDT. I'll just show you the chart. So this is the CRV USDT chart in front of you. So there was a long position or a scalp that I was looking at. Initially, I was looking at for a swing, but then I realized that after this move, I was kind of sure that this supply or this area of resistance is going to act very strongly, and that's why this is where we kind of booked a lot of our profits. So precisely, this was the area of entry. So I think it was 2.27 was the entry, and the stop loss was somewhere around here, just below this area of demand, just small accumulation that happened here. This was the stop, and this is the place where we booked out half. This is the place where we booked out another 25%, and this is the place another 25%, and then we ultimately got stopped out somewhere around here. So we kind of caught this entire thing with more than 75% size, and this was the stop loss. Another good risk reward trade. So let me show you how the executions went. So this is how the trade was executed. So long at 2.274, and the stop loss was 2.264. Okay, there's a typing error here. So this was 2.264. So just a 10 point stop. And after it moved to 297, this is where we booked half. So again, 1:2. We cut out the 50% of the position, and then the stop loss was cost to cost. Now it's very important for you to actually manage your risk, because we kind of cut 50% off the position and then trailed the stop loss to cost, because we knew that it's going to be bullish, but again, crypto is very volatile, and once you have leverage on, you just need to manage your risk really well. So 65%, and again booked 25% here. So now we've got like 1/3 of the position left, and around 100% gain out of another 25%. So now we were trailing at 2.27, and after that 2.3 and 2.310 were trailing SL, and the final leg was cut out at a 130% gain. So from 2.273 with a 10-point stop, we were able to capture around 60 points. So that was a 1:5 risk reward on CRV USDT. So that was what we traded in Sniper Shots today. So I hope you learned the trade idea and the understanding of why we got in, why something was traded, and why it's very important to be very, very selective when it comes to trading every day. So thank you, and I'll see you next time.